side point of view of it with Interstate 94. We just crossed the border. Current temperature is 8 degrees. Just a little chilly. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful weekend. We're approximately 258 miles into the day. 500 more to go. Everything goes right, we'll make it to Forsyth, Montana. That's the goal anyway. How we doing, everyone? Yes, I'm wearing it. We're good. We're all good. So, how's everybody's weekend going? Mine was very short. Well, like they always are. 34-hour reset. Back at it again. So, just that. But I don't know if we're going to have Seattle on board. It's got question marks on my paperwork. So, we may or may not go. I'll get out there. We're probably going to have some bad weather to drive to. Chance of some chain up weather in Montana or Idaho. We don't know yet. I hope not. I don't like chaining. That's what they in the trucking world say. Oh, you're a real truck driver. You throw iron. I don't buy that. I think it's kind of funny. I laugh. It's kind of a joke. But I remember the first year, and what's amazing about this, as I go down another rabbit hole, lane change, is I've been on this run. This is my fourth year, fifth winter, fourth year, I believe it is. I think I've only chained up twice. I don't know if that's just lucky, but when you run this route every other week, you've got a 50% chance of, of the bad weather. So, wow, there's the blue beacon, and people are actually still getting their truck washed in 8 degrees. Well, maybe he's getting a washout. It's possible. But this is Sunday. It's time to get another week started. We're going to stop at Mandan at the Flying Hook. I think it is. Top our tanks off, grab a little fuel, and press on for Forsyth. On that, I'll get back to you in Mandan. Love you guys. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. We are now in Montana. No, I didn't stop and bring you guys into Mandan when I fueled up. Just didn't figure someone needs to watch me fueling, so just that. We're now in Montana. We got 127 miles to go. We've got about a 12-13 minute window of getting there on time. So far the weather's been cooperating. We may run into some snow before we get to Forsyth. Definitely we'll probably have snow in the overnight. Tomorrow could be challenging. We'll see how it goes. One day at a time, right? So we are 642 miles into the day. And like I said, we got 127, look at it. About 128. 128 miles to go, 127, somewhere around in there. We are just east of ahead of schedule. We're just east of Glendive. If you know the area on Interstate 94, we're approximately, I don't know, 10 miles or so, 20 miles from Glendive. And with that, I'll get back to you. Let's go see some scenery. There was nothing really to look at in North Dakota, or Minnesota. Sorry, guys. A little bit more here in Montana, though. How we doing, everyone? We are done. For those of you that know where we're at, we're in Farsight. Got ourselves a bit of a southerly wind blowing out of the north. Pretty good. We We got our 771 on the numbers. We're gonna get ready to go ahead and fix dinner. I don't know, we'll see how this goes before we head it up. We chased a train, beat a train here, so I don't know. We just might get ourselves a BNSF. I wanted to chat. There's a new, well, I wouldn't say a new subscriber, but have a subscriber that's now entering into the truck driving world. Welcome. I believe his name is Nick, and he has a YouTube channel, but it's not with trucking. It's, ironically enough, it's with railroads. So, but he's getting into the truck driving world. So, welcome to the family. It's not an industry for the faint at heart. It tends to chew people up and spit them out. It's I don't want to say aggressive, but it's an all-encompassing career. So depending on how you're looking at it as you come in, it can make you or break you, as they would say. It could be very satisfying, but also very lonely. Weird, goofy hours. I keep some pretty extreme hours doing what I do. Also, I do not use cruise control, which doesn't sound like a big deal until you got to keep your right foot on the fuel pedal. Then all of a sudden you realize what muscles it takes in your legs that you didn't know you had existed to keep that pedal to the floor. It takes a little bit of getting used to it. It takes practice. It takes time, perseverance. You'll get leg cramps. Drink lots of water, maybe a couple of bananas or two. But even as a seasoned driver that doesn't use cruise control, by the end of the week, I'll get a right leg cramp, usually my calf or something. So even if you're seasoned, but just that little driving tip, don't use cruise control. Second thing, network. Get as many phone numbers as you can, because once you go solo, if you're not a team driver, well, even if your team members should be sleeping a good portion of your drive time so that they get the proper rest that they need. But you want to network, you want to get some phone numbers so that way you can chat with other drivers or other people that are up at some of those weird, goofy hours that we keep, just to help you keep awake. So just that, but we're going to go ahead and fix dinner, and we're going to get this day rolled up. I don't want to say we're done yet, because I don't know, we got a train coming through, I might capture it. So on that, everyone, as always, God bless. I love you guys. I'll get back to you in a little bit. Love you guys. Well, I'm back. We got dinner cooking. We are done. So, all in all, a good day. Pretty high winds most of the day. We had some on again, off again flurries. Cloudy and cut the wind off the back of my neck. Apologize for the wind if there is any. It's 41 degrees here, but with the wind, it's kind of hard to tell. But no, so all in all, but a good day. We had high winds. It's mostly cloudy, and we had that, I don't want to say freezing fog, but it was that weird kind of fog that frosts everything, you know, leaves like that white flaky stuff all over the trees and power poles and fence lines and all of that. So yeah, I like that up there. I don't know, there's just something. There we go. It got stuck flipping around. But something about Forsyth. It's kind of a cool little town. Maybe it's because I'm always sitting here every other week. But yeah, driving, it always makes for good fodder or a good funny when I hear the comments, well, don't want to drive over a pop rivet. Just saying. You know, well, you just drive. But yet these are the same people that can't drive for more than 2 hours without stopping and stretching legs, and, you know, can't drive 8 hours. It's just kind of funny. You hear people, well, you just drive a truck, right? You just drive a truck. Until you drive one of these 80,000 pound rigs, or some cases, some 100,000, 110,000, depending on if you're up north of Canada. So we're back at the truck, getting out of the wind, as they would say. And with this new, it's not a crock pot, so it doesn't take as long to heat the food up on a griddle in a Teflon pan. But yeah, these are some people that they want to look at me and others that are in the driving world, excuse me, and they say, oh, well, you just drive a truck, right? But yet, if you ask them when they travel, if they drive on vacation, if they actually drive instead of flying like everybody likes to do. Personally, I don't like flying. It's been probably close to a decade since I've flown. But they don't drive more than a few hours. They drive 8 hours and get a hotel in some cases. So it's like, I'm not understanding. But yet they want to just, oh, you just drive. Sometimes you just want to walk into that. So, but anyway, enough of that nonsense. We're done. We're here. Day's over. 771. Tomorrow, we'll see how much snow we actually get. It shows on again, off again snow most of the way. So we'll see if we make it to Lind, or if we only make it to Ritzville or somewhere. Not sure if we have Seattle on board. It's got question marks on the paperwork, meaning I'll probably call them. I have nothing in the box for them, so which probably leads me to believe we're just going to Vancouver and straight back. So nothing you can do about that. So all in all, I want to thank you to the new subscribers. Give it a thumbs up, interact, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Tell me I'm a goofball, that's fine. Some of you already do, but I love you anyway. So welcome to the channel. It's completely organic, no rhyme, no rhythm, just high mileage, as many miles as we possibly can. Oh, speaking which of, last week, if any of you followed me down to Phoenix, it come across my YouTube feed, or news feed. I don't know if it's on Facebook or what, but when we were leaving out of Phoenix, heading to Loving, New Mexico, you roll out of Phoenix south on 10 going to Tucson, and then you just keep going east, right? Well, behind me, because I don't know if y'all remember, but I was saying that there was high winds and it was pretty bad. Somewhere behind me, a hazmat tanker got blown over into the middle ditch. I think you could probably look it up on YouTube or something. I don't know how far behind me that was, but that was a high wind that I drove not this particular wagon, but I drove a wagon empty through that same wind. Thank you, Jesus, for getting me through. But yeah, that was quite the deal to sit there and see that plume of, it's like a brown smoke, or well, it's vapors, just like the one up in East Palestine, Ohio. Coinkydink? I don't know. Draw your own conclusions. What I didn't like is the response time to it. That's kind of what I didn't. Accidents happen, but response isn't an accident. All right, everyone. On that, I'll leave you to your own thoughts on that one. Leave a comment. Love you guys. And as always, Lord willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow.